Choosing whether or not you want to include a dining plan with your Walt Disney World Resort vacation package is an important decision. Today on the show, we're going to discuss the different dining plan options and some recommendations for the best use of your dining credits. Welcome to Keynotes Live. Hi, I'm Cheryl Corn from Key to the World Travel, and welcome to Keynotes Live. Today we are going to be talking about the various dining plans that are available when you stay on property at the Walt Disney World Resort Hotel. And today on the show we have Deanna Birdsall and Nikki Birch, both from Key to the World Travel. And so welcome, you guys. And Deanna, if you'd like to introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Deanna. I'm from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. I've worked for Key to the World for 4 years now, and I love the dining plan and I love Disney.
Yes, Nikki Birch. I'm from Washington, Indiana. I've been with Key to the World for 5.5 years, and I also love the dining plan and use it a lot, and love Disney.
Well, let's dive right into it. Nikki, you want to just do a quick overview of exactly what the Disney dining plan is?
So when you purchase a package from Walt Disney World, you have the option to add a dining plan. There are 3 different dining plans to choose from, and you which one that best fits your needs. You earn credits based on the number of nights that you stay, and the credits are available from the day you check in until midnight the day you check out. So you can use those anytime you want, however you want, throughout that period at restaurants and food locations that participate in the dining.
And there are actually 3 different dining plans that are available, and Deanna is going to talk a little bit about what you get with each option.
Sure. The first dining plan option that you have is the quick service dining plan, which is 2 quick service meals per day plus 2 snacks, 1 resort refillable mug, and those can be redeemed at any counter service restaurant that participates in the dining plan. The second choice is the Disney dining plan, which includes 1 counter service, 1 table service, 2 snacks, and a resort refillable mug. And finally, the Disney dining plan, the deluxe dining plan, includes 3 table service meals a day, 2 snacks, and 1 resort refillable mug. And again, any participating restaurant on property will accept those credits.
And so if I'm ordering a quick service meal at a counter, what do I get?
At a quick service meal, you will get 1 entree, 1 beverage of alcoholic or non-alcoholic variety.
So if I'm at a sit-down restaurant, and what would I get with that credit?
For the regular dining plan, you get an entree, a drink, and a dessert. The drink can be alcoholic drink if you choose that. And if it's a buffet or family style, usually the dessert is included in the buffet, or it's brought out like a family style dessert.
Okay. And then a snack credit is basically anything that's about $6 or less. There's actually like a little purple indicator on the menu, so you can see what counts as a snack, and it could be anything from, a drink, non-alcoholic drink, but a drink. They have whole fruits, and they have ice cream, and they have, all those kind of things that you can
use it for biscuits and gravy, oatmeal at your resort, food. All of those things are snacks.
And there's actually, I was at Animal Kingdom the other day, and there's a little cart where they sell mac and cheese, and it has all these different toppings on it, and that counted as a snack credit. So if you have a bigger breakfast and you have a bigger dinner and you just want something light for lunch, you can definitely fill in your day with those quick service, with the snack credits that you get, and you can use them along. If you're on the deluxe dining plan, what do you get that's different than the regular dining plan if you're having a sit-down meal?
The deluxe dining plan includes everything that a regular table service does, except that there is an appetizer included. So you get an appetizer, an entree, a beverage, whether it's alcoholic or non, and a dessert.
So a lot of food.
A lot of food.
Absolutely. So who do you think it would be best? Like, what would you advise your client if to get the quick service versus the dining plan versus the deluxe dining plan? Who do you recommend for what? So, Nikki, if your client came to you and said what, and then you would advise the quick service.
Well, the first thing I ask is if they plan to do any character dining, because I feel like if you do one character dining, two character dining, it's definitely worth it to have the Disney dining plan that includes the table service. If they aren't a family that likes to plan that sit down time every day, then the quick service is probably better for them. They can eat on the go. They don't have to have reservations. They don't have to follow a schedule.
I like to recommend the quick service to clients who are maybe going for a shorter trip and want to spend more time in the parks, because table services tend to take a little bit longer for service and waiting time.
That's true. Absolutely. And then as far as the deluxe dining plan goes, who's your ideal client for that, or who is the ideal client for that?
A foodie who likes to eat a lot of food. So it's definitely a less popular option with at least my clients, just because it does take a lot more time, out of your day to sit down and eat more than one meal. If you have a client that's a fan of if I have a client that's a fan of like signature dining, where it may take 2 credits for the dinner, then definitely I think it's a good value in that case if they like to eat at those restaurants.
Well, that's an excellent point that some sit-down restaurants are 1 credit and then some are 2 credits. So, if those signature meals or some character meals like at Cinderella's Royal Table would be 2 credits. So you need to think about that as well. If you're doing several of those, having the deluxe dining plan allows you to do that and still have additional meals to take care of.
Right.
I think there are a lot of great restaurants at Disney. In fact, some of my favorite restaurants anywhere are at Disney. So if you're a person who likes a lot of food experiences, the deluxe dining plan is great for that sort of thing. We're like Nikki said, we're kind of foodies, so we enjoy our vacation, including a lot of those kinds of restaurants.
Mm-hmm. So where would you say is your favorite use of a dining credit? Say for a 2 credit that you're going to splurge and use some credits for 2 meals. Where do you think? What's your favorites? So Deanna, I know you said you're kind of a foodie. So where do you like to go?
I love Le Cellier in the Canadian Pavilion. That's one of my favorites. And I love Cinderella's Royal Table because not just because of the character experiences, but also because I think the food is really outstanding.
Mm-hmm. And Nikki, how about you? Do you have any 2 credit favorites?
Well, I love the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. That's one of my favorite experiences. It's like another attraction on your vacation. I like to use it there. I like Narcoossee's. You can get the steak and lobster. It's good food. So those are probably 2 of my favorites.
Well, you made an excellent point about the dinner shows. We hadn't really mentioned that there are several dinner shows around property, and they are each 2 credits as well. So you get not only dinner, which is you get a lot of food and a lot of good food. You also get a great show. There's one with a luau. There's one, the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, which is just a lot of fun and great food as well. So that's an excellent point that using 2 credits for something like that is something you want to budget into your dining experience and using of those credits. So how about for 1 credit meals? What's some good uses of, you mentioned, places you can get steak and lobster. So what are those most bang for your buck restaurants that you would do for a 1 credit?
Well, probably Ohana is number 1 choice for many people.
For dinner.
It's all you can steak, chicken, and shrimp for dinner. It's great food. It's got a great view. The Polynesian Resort is a nice atmosphere, and it's definitely pretty popular place to go. Another place I like to send people is the Beer Garden. I think it's nice there because it's a fun atmosphere, entertainment's provided, and if you have kids, they're not, it's a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. They can get up and move around and dance and have some fun. So I think that's a fun use of a credit because you get the entertainment is built in as well.
Absolutely, and that's in the Germany Pavilion at Epcot Beer Garden Restaurant.
Yes.
And how about you, Deanna?
Well, I am a big fan of buffets because, I have a family that likes a variety of different foods, and some people will eat some things and some people will eat different things. So we always like to go to Cape May Cafe, which is a seafood buffet. And we also enjoy eating breakfast at the Crystal Palace because it's a character meal, which means we see Pooh and Tigger and his friends. But we also eat till we're sick on breakfast food.
And with the character meal as well, because you want to see the characters. There's not a lot of places, especially Crystal Palace. That's the only place that you get to see those characters, on a regular basis. So you kind of get all the food as well as, that entertainment and getting to see the Disney characters as well. And then quick service. And there's a ton of quick services around. What are some of your favorites? Good use of credits.
I really love the Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom. That's one of my big favorites. And another one in Animal Kingdom is the new Satu'li Canteen. We really enjoy that one as well. That food
in the Pandora area.
Yeah, you're not going to get food like that anywhere else. It's interesting, and it's really good.
Excellent. How about you, Nikki?
I agree with the Satu'li Canteen. That was definitely at the top of my list. It's a great option, and they have good variety and unique food. Another place that a great use of the credit is a Be Our Guest for breakfast or lunch. Those are, quick service credits. You do make a reservation for those, but they're quick service credits, and they definitely are good value, especially for the breakfast if you're on the dining plan. I think I ate there a few weeks ago, and it's $28 for that breakfast, so it's a wonderful use for quick service credit there.
Absolutely.
Another place we like to kind of get when we might want to take a little break from the park is eating at Captain Cook's. My kids love those
over at the Polynesian Village.
Yes, at the Polynesian Village Resort. Yeah, we love the barbecue nachos. So they're good.
Well, I think that's a good point to make. Is there are a lot of great choices in the resorts, not just in the parks.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all of the resorts have a quick service restaurant that you can use it there. And if you're in the park and you just kind of want to break, heading over to the Polynesian or the Contemporary, I mean, they have even the Grand Floridian right there has some really great quick service choices. I actually like breakfast at Captain Cook's because you can get the Tonga toast, which you can get upstairs at the Kona Cafe. It's my absolute favorite breakfast on property, but they also sell it downstairs in a quick service version. So that is one of my top secret I guess it's not a secret anymore. Heading over there and getting that. And
another thing that I think we should mention is that Disney Springs, you can also use your dining credits at many locations in Disney Springs. I know the Deluxe Burger is another good value there, and really good reviews for the burgers there. So
absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of great choices down at Disney Springs. So that is a good point to bring up, that it's not just at the parks and it's not just at the hotels, but it's also down at Disney Springs as well. There's only a couple restaurants on property that don't take the dining plan. So it's more likely you will find a place than not. So that's important information to keep in mind when you're booking the dining plan, deciding whether to do it or not, that, you will have options of places to eat, and you'll have the full menu as well. It's not these three things that you can pick from. You can have your lobster and you can have your steak or you can have a salad. It's up to you how you decide you wanted to use those credits. But my a good use of credits is those snack credits. And I know that there's a bunch of festivals that are always happening over at Epcot that are good use, and there's a lot of little kiosks around where you can get some snacks. What do you guys like to use use those credits for? Deanna, do you have any
food and
favorite
wine people?
Food and wine.
We go to the Food and Wine Festival every year, and we use those. We store up actually our snacks throughout the week, so we can the day we're in Epcot, we can use them all at the kiosks for
just eat your way around the world.
Yeah, and drink.
Yeah. I mean, they're great use of those credits. How about you, Nikki?
Yes, definitely. We mentioned the macaroni and cheese earlier. That's probably one of my favorite things. They have the shrimp macaroni and cheese over there with the chili sauce. Very good. Very good use of your credit. Also, at the food courts, as I mentioned, biscuits and gravy, oatmeal. Sometimes that's a nice little snack in the mornings instead of you can quick service for lunch. Also, I try to tell people who have little children maybe who aren't old enough to be on the dining plan, but they need to feed them as well. Use those for fruit or yogurt or things at your food court, in the refrigerated section. That's a good way to stretch your credits out, for
Absolutely.
those children.
Well, that's an excellent point. So the dining plan has different levels of ages that it covers, and there's different meals on the meal plan. I know, Deanna, you had mentioned earlier when we were talking about what we were going to talk about in this session about what children can get versus what adults can get. You want to explain a little bit about what we were talking about?
Sure. On each of the dining plans, there is a separate menu for children who are ages 3 to 10 that the children need to select from. You can't use your credits for adult meals for kids under age 10. And then children under the age of 3 need to share. I think Nikki explained that earlier, but children under 3 need to share a plate with an adult on the dining plan. They do not get their own.
Right. And this is for sit down meals, but for quick service, that is not the case, correct?
Yeah. Quick services, you can get off the same menu usually.
A 7-year-old can order, the big burger if that's what they want to eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And you can also share that, with they have younger siblings or if they're just not eating as much, you can kind of stretch your quick service credits that way as well.
Sure.
Yes.
As far as sharing goes. Well, I mean, it sounds to me like
sure.
you guys think that the dining plan is a good option for clients or guests of Walt Disney World.
I think it's nice because
we use it all the time.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And prepaying is nice. It takes the guesswork out of like when you go to a restaurant, what are the kids going to eat? How much is this meal going to be? In advance, you've already paid for that. It takes a little stress out of, it really makes it just a little bit more of a relaxing vacation for you because you've already paid and order what you want and enjoy yourself.
It levels the pricing of all of the things. I mean, you can get, like you said, you can get a salad or you
It
can get a steak and you already know what you're going to pay for that.
Right. And you've already prepaid for it. So you're not going to check out on the last day and be like, who ate this steak? And
Right.
kind of,
Right.
It's not a shock.
And the one thing that we probably need to mention is that gratuities are not included in any of the dining plans.
That is an excellent point. Yeah, there's only a couple locations on property where gratuities will already be included. The Cinderella's Royal Table, it's already included in that. But for the most part, gratuities are not included. And any additional, you get one alcoholic beverage or one specialty drink, non-alcoholic. But if you ordered more than that, then you would also be asked to pay for that at the end of your meal.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. And groups of 6 automatically get a gratuity added
Correct.
to their table
Correct.
service.
That's a good point. All right. So does anyone else have any extra things they want to talk about the dining plan? Any advice for, you haven't already talked about the different restaurants?
I think one thing I would like to mention is that you can exchange a quick service credit for 3 snacks. So if you're like at a festival, you can go up to the kiosk, you can order 3 snacks and use a quick service credit to pay for that. So it's a nice convenience.
Absolutely. Especially, there's so many great booths available at, we mentioned Food and Wine, but Flower and Garden. At the holidays, there's the Festival of the Arts. There's so many different options and you just want to try everything. So having that flexibility to be able to use a quick service credit and convert it over to snacks or save up your snack credits for your day you're going to be at Epcot and using that is a great way to best utilize those credits for your family and for what it is that you want to get out of your vacation. So it's overall, I can't say enough good things about the plan. I think it's a great option to be able to offer to people who are staying on property. Again, it's only available to people who are staying at a Disney World resort as part of their package. So I wanted to thank you both for being on the show today. I really appreciate it. It was great having you. And as they were talking, you could see that their information was at the bottom. You could see their email address. So if you have any questions or if you are interested in booking a vacation, please contact Deanna or Nikki, and they will be happy to help you out with not only Walt Disney World, but anywhere that you would like to go. And you can also visit our website, keytotheworldtravel.com, for any additional information and to learn more about these 2 and also our 400 other plus agents that we have. And please like us on Facebook. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell because that will let you know when we have any future episodes that come online. So thank you again, both for being on the show today, and I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for watching. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Keynotes Live is produced by Longstripe Productions, offering video production and consulting services.